The officer I spoke to, he asked me to repeat it, and he said, "What do you mean, groomed?" He asked me to clarify it.
We had to go up to the police station for my daughter to give an interview.
You know, sitting in a room with people, like grown men asking her questions and stuff, it's daunting. It'd be daunting for me, you know, let alone an 8-year-old.
Fully understand that they're trying to get to the root of problems, but at the same time, in what other circumstance would you go somewhere and allow your kids to be taken by somebody else into a room where you can't hear what's being said?
We told her that it's going to go to court, we don't know when. She cried, didn't she? Made her feel better because she knew something was getting done about it.
He said that just because it's going to court doesn't mean that you'll get punished. We did say, didn't we, that doesn't mean that you're lying. No, everyone believes what you're saying.
That was her biggest worry, wasn't it?
Yeah, that like people wouldn't believe it if you got away with it as such.
We were warned that something along these lines could take a considerable amount of time.
When this happened, so when it actually went to court, that big time scale, I think, didn't help the court case whatsoever. My stepdaughter is a lot older, and I think there's a massive difference with how you perceive that person as well, from being a child to an adult, and then you really need to look at that.
I struggled the 2 days we were in court. My daughter's gone through what she's gone through, and I felt I had to sit there and listen to it. As a mother, you feel you have to do that for your daughter, as much as I didn't want to do it. And I mean, I was indecisive right up until the day we were in court.
I could feel my heart beating the whole time. And I remember I had the choice, didn't I, whether to have that screen or not. And I'm glad I didn't now, because I needed to look at him. I needed to face him, and I felt like I have to do this for my daughter's sake, because I'm not being intimidated by you. You know, and like as a family, I feel like he's taken so much. So why would I sit behind the screen and give my evidence when I'm just here to do the right thing? And it was hard, it was really, really hard, especially because like you can feel them looking at you. It's the worst 10 minutes ever, but once you've done it, you've done it.
Families should be prepared to what is presented and heard in that room. I just felt for my daughter, really. She was sat there and thinking, they're saying this about me.
We did have a chat to her saying, whatever comes out, there's nothing to be ashamed about.
We kept saying to her, you've done your bit now, and we're so proud of you for being so strong and telling us the truth. People keep things like that to themselves, and they never tell anybody, do they?
We'd left the courtroom, we went and grabbed a coffee from the corner, and that's when she said, do they believe me, Mum? And then that's when we said he's been found guilty on all charges, and she just...
Burst into tears.
Oh, we all did, I think. I think tears of joy, the lot, like relief.
It was self-satisfaction that the justice system does work. It worked for us.
It was a long process, but it was very worth it in the end to get the outcome we did, and I think we were lucky to get that outcome.
I remember when the jury came in, there was one lady and she looked over at me. She looked over at us all sat there, and I just shook my head. We got the verdict we didn't want, and that was really hard. I clung on to every hope that he was going to get the verdict that we all wanted, because that was the only justice I could see, was him being found guilty and going to serve the time that he deserved to go and serve.
I was angry, but I needed to keep us all together. I believe my stepdaughter 150%. I said to my partner, no matter what happens, this is over, we move on.
But we knew that there wouldn't be like prison as such because of his age and everything. But then like, we go to like the mother-in-law and she'd be like, well, he should go to prison. Like, yeah, but he should, but it's the real world, isn't it? Like it's, you know, in an ideal world, none of this shit would have ever happened. But it is what it is. You know, we can't turn back time or anything. Just got to pick up the pieces now and just try and help her forget everything.
No matter what happens, you report it. It's as simple as that, because I think there's too many people out there getting away with things that don't get reported because people think they won't believe them. Report it. Whether it comes back guilty, not guilty, doesn't go to court, you know that you have done everything possible that you can do.